Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be doing another unboxing, but it's more of a shopping, so it's more of a unbagging. But yeah, so got essentials for our upcoming tournament starting in 2 days, July 1st. We're going to be kicking it off. It's called the GOOGAN Squad Tournament. Some people watching this might be registered in it as well. You register on Facebook, it's all different stuff, and then the admins of the group send you a identification code, or like a little number. You're supposed to put it on a piece of paper. Index card works for me. And the tournament is, they used to be the whole entire U.S. and then now this time they broke it into two different regions. You have North is Region 1 and the South is Region 2, and it's separated on the map. You can look at it because there was running into an issue with that the South was, like people in the South were always running away with it versus the people in the North, because this tournament's based off length, not weight. So in the South, the fish tend to get bigger on both sides, the weight and length, so they're always running away with it. So to level the playing field a little bit, two different regions, you got North and South. So yeah, so registered in that, and then that starts July 1st. It runs through the whole month of July. You can fish whatever bodies of waters you want within your region, but the catch is you got to use strictly GOOGAN bait products. That's all you got. You got to use that product in order to have your fish count towards the tournament. And so that's what we had to buy today. I had to buy all certain type of things, and then wanted to check off certain different baits I didn't have, different kind of cranks, spinners, spinner baits, and stuff like that from the GOOGAN Squad. And this is the other thing we had to get today. I had to get a bump board. If you don't know, you just push this thing and then this will come out to measure. Because this is how they're doing what am I looking for? The scoring, I guess, yeah, is based off length and inches. So the process of how you're going to record the fishes, you got to put this on the ground or somewhere, put the fish on here, have it be, it goes from the mouth when it's closed all the way to the tail, and you don't pinch the tail. So just leave the tail how it normally is. So if you pinch it, you'll get more inches out of it. Just leave them laying on here. You have to have your identification number somewhere within the range of the picture, and what you caught the bass on with has to be in the picture. And then you can add them all up, and you can cull yourself. Like in bass fishing, you can normally use a bag of 5, and you can cull. So you can only do that throughout the whole entire month of July, but you can only have one post sending in your numbers. Like you can't be post 15 and then be like, oh well, I only want to count these 5. You got to pick your 5, send them in, and that's all you get. You can't choose after that. So you have the whole month. And if I were you, I would use the whole entire month. These keep falling off my head. I would use the whole entire month and send it in on the like right towards the end, July 29th or right around the end of July. So you get your most span of time. So yeah, so jumped in here today. Had to get into a few different stuff from. It's a little small knickknacks than anything else really. Had to get. Well, this ain't GOOGAN Squad. This I just had to get for something else. Shaky heads, but different kind of revolver from them. It's like their version of a whopper plopper, and hence then got, what else we got in here? Wacky hooks, because you gotta love your wacky rigs. Nothing beats it when on a tough day of water you bring that out. Spinner baits. This is the zinger. I love the spinner bait, because you know I had it on what pole here? One of these poles. This one right here. This is the go-to in like the last 3 videos you have on here. The Terminator spinner bait. Been the go-to, but obviously it's Terminator, so you can't use it for the tournament. It has to be GOOGAN Squad baits. So tried to match the color the best I could to the GOOGAN Squad version of this in bluegill. And I think it did. It's a pretty solid match. Close to it. I believe it's the same. You have the 1 Willow, 1 Colorado, rather than just 1 and 1. And then the color is as close as I can get to that one. So we'll make it work, because that one's been working really well for me, especially for the smallmouths out there. Then got jerk baits. I wanted this different color yellow perch because I've had the jerk bait on this pole. I'm about to rig up all these poles here in a second before we wrap this video up with what I'm going to use for the tournament. I'm going to put them on there and leave them on there. Well, I might change out the stuff, but it's all going to be GOOGAN product for the whole month. So that's all I'm using for the whole month. Is going to be GOOGAN Squad stuff. I already know if I took the GOOGAN Squad off and just put on that Terminator spinner bait, I'll catch the big fish on that. I won't be able to count towards it. So we're going strictly GOOGAN Squad for the month. There's nothing wrong with that. Love the product. Very great. They're very well designed, unique, and yeah, we're going to run with it. Picked up a Hummer buzzbait, black buzzbait from them. You can never go wrong with a buzzbait. Still, to this day, this has been around for years, and they've obviously all different top waters have been coming up with new designs, let alone this. Whopper Plopper has really sprung itself up in the market for #1 topwater bait, but you can always go back and rely on the good old buzz bait. Just the way that one prop really moves the water. It makes a nice popping sound on top of the water. Like a, what's this one exactly? Does it say on here? Does it say on here? No, it doesn't say the color. Oh yeah, it does say the color. Black and blue flake. So yeah, definitely nice. I'll always, for topwater for me, I've always tried to go with the black or as dark color as the lure as you can go. Because as I said in the other videos, they look up in the water looking towards the sky. Black sticks out more than anything else. So I went with black on this. And we got the Black Frog here from them. So I always like black for topwater. I've always gone to that. And I'm going to continue to stick with that. Different thing in here we got. Picked up different kinds of line. Got the Seagar Tatsu 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is strictly a leader line. I'm not putting it on any reel. It's just going to be for leaders. And then we got the Power Pro braided line. But this is in high-vis yellow. Because on this, had to pick up a new spinning reel today, or whole thing, combo here, the rod and reel, because I had that green one, which is over there, the one we used in the last video, the Shakespeare. I've had that for, I want to say like 8 years, probably even longer to be honest with you, and I've got my personal best on it, so I'll never get rid of it, but I want to say it's like a, oh hold on, I gotta go find it, hold on, it's this one, nope, it's this one right here. This is the one I've had for years. I've caught my personal best on it, but what is the length on it? It's like so small. 5'6". That's crazy. I got it when I was first beginning, so it was obviously smaller because I was smaller, so you wanted a smaller pole and all that stuff. And I've stuck with it throughout the years. Never got a different spinning rod because it continued to work, so why change it if it's working? But I had to change it now because it's too small. So now we moved to, we got the custom XP speed stick loose combo right here. This is 6'3", and they make a 7-foot, but I didn't really want that for this. I wanted to be as small, light, finesse, and as I can get. So this was 6'3", excuse me, with nice, flexible, very light rod and all. So it's very good for finesse fishing and all this stuff. And then that's why we went with the high-vis line, because obviously, ooh, I have no room. There we go. The line is yellow, but you want to use the leader line because you're not going to fish the yellow line. But when you're fishing in the water, you can, and there's like the layer on the lake and all that type of stuff, the yellow high-vis line sticks out, or way better than per se the floral alone, or the braid, like the green, they call it moss green. So the yellow, or any really bright color, they make, I believe yellow, red, and I believe they make like lime green, like a really bright green, but I wanted to go with the high-vis yellow. I think I could see it better than all the other ones. That's what we went with under that one. And then some other GOOGAN things we picked up today. I was just grabbing all different stuff off the shelves because I wanted to get my bases covered for this tournament here. Saucy Swimmers 3.3 inch, which we matched up very nicely with. You can do swim jig here, or you can match it up with, what is this one? Is this the, yeah, it's not that they call it the Zinger. The Zinger spinnerbait. I match it up very nicely with that. Got the mini banger, and then another frog, which is here. But what we got to do now is, sorry, I didn't really get too much stuff. I have majority of what I wanted. It was more I had to get that rod, and I had to get the bump board. I've never had a bump board before. I've always done weight and stuff like that, but definitely cool, unique thing. So we're going to be using the bump board for length. But now I'm going to go back to this, and this is what we're going to fill up. I have to make sure go through all this stuff, make sure I only have the GOOGAN Squad stuff in here, and that's what we're going to rock for the next month. And I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to put on every single one of these poles here. If it's already GOOGAN Squad, I'll stay. If it's not, chopping it, and we're changing it to GOOGAN Squad stuff. So let's get after it. Alright, we're making progress. Emptied this out from the last trip. Got more GOOGAN stuff there. Now we got this stored out here. Putting all the different hard baits for GOOGAN Squad and stuff like that in here so I can separate them. Got the swim bait. Not the swim bait one. Well, yes it is. Yeah, swim bait. Got the click bait in here. There's also that big swim bait which is down there. It's the 7-inch version of this. I might throw it around, but get a 8-pounder with that thing. Then we got rest of the stuff is here. Got that box there. Got more here. Gonna move around. This is the weights for the stuff for the terminal tackle. It doesn't matter for the tournament, but if so, it doesn't matter anyway because I have the GOOGAN Squad weights in here, GOOGAN Squad hooks here, but you can use whatever you want. So you have the weights separated in here, and then put all the different hooks are all in here, and they're all labeled what I have, what they are. But, yeah, they're all in there. So I got those all separated up. So now I gotta figure out what I'm putting. Well, I have to take all these off. What's on here because these aren't all GOOGAN Squad stuff. I don't think any of them actually are. Oh, the frog might be, but that's coming off anyway. There's going to get a stick. Spinner bait on that one still. That's staying that. It's just change out to the GOOGAN Squad version. Jerk bait's going on this one. A jig's going on this one. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. I'll probably put a crankbait on that one, to be honest with you. That's probably going on that. Then I'm still going to bring out the good old trusty spinner rod here. I don't know what I want to do. I might leave the Wacky Freak on it. I don't know what I might do with that. Probably leave the Wacky on that. And then that new Lose one will probably be maybe a shaky head, drop shot, something along the lines of that. Well, we'll figure it out. Alright. Got our bases covered here. Got a lot of black and green out. That's a good thing to see, though. Good thing to see. Still haven't really got anywhere. I just kind of spread everything out and it got like nowhere. But for the time being, I'm just going to throw all the soft plastics into that because I want to get what they were. I think it's the money bag, or I think that's what it's called. Where you put these all, it's like a big Ziploc bag. So for the time being, they're just going to get put in there. We're going to take out all these, all the hard baits like these, and drop them in there. So what we're going to do is take this one can come in there too, and we're just going to put them in that. Alright, baits are now dropped into tackle box here. Now we're just left with all the soft plastics up here. But yeah, for time being, I'm just going to put them all together and drop them into the good old tote bag over there. And then we'll get into what I'm doing with these. Alright, I got to take off the good old trusty here. This is going to focus in. Yeah, there it is. This is the Terminator spinner bait I've had on for probably the last 4 videos we've had. Had good luck. You can see on, look at the, it's going to focus. And you can kind of see it, the chip at the front of this. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, this is coming off because this is no longer GOOGAN Squad. But so I was saying, I kind of matched it as best I can to the GOOGAN Squad version of it. The blade color is a little different, but the skirt is almost identical. You got the blues, you got the oranges in here. It's the bluegill pattern, so this will be what's going on that one. And I'm going to update on this pole. We put the mini condenser on the Lose here. Got the GOOGAN jerk bait on the favorite and Shimano rod, and then this one I don't know what I'm doing because I don't remember if this is GOOGAN Squad or not. I don't know what I'm doing with this anyway. I'll probably be some kind of jig on that, and then the rest will work in progress. Alrighty, just finished up organizing. As you can see, here we have all the baits sorted into this bag here. Got all the soft plastics in here. All the hard baits are in the tackle box on the bottom. So that's all rigged. Now we got the poles. We'll go from right to left here on the Lose. We got the shaky head down here with this slim shady worm, I think they call it. Yeah, we're leaving the wacky worm on this, so that's just typical of that. Then on the DC we got the little juice jig. Then we got the jerk bait on that, swim bait on the Lose, and then a spinner bait on the other Lose. So poles all rigged, gears all sorted in here. Now I believe Friday I will be going out, but that's still June, so this doesn't start until July 1st, so it'll be a practice day up there. See what I'll work with those poles in there, see what I like, don't like, and make adjustments for the 1st and for the whole month of July. So yeah, let's wrap up this little update video, and I will see you on the water.